Welcome back, it's a brand new day. Let's learn something new, hooray!
Today we are looking at two small words that confuse almost every English learner. The words are for and since. Both words talk about time. They are often used in the same situation, which is exactly why they get mixed up. So if this has been confusing you, you are in the right place. Let's start with one situation and look at it from two angles. I'll take my example. I moved to the New York City in 2022. It is now 2026. I'm still living here. I can describe this situation in two ways. I have lived in the city for 4 years. I have lived in the city since 2022. Both sentences are correct. Both sentences describe the same reality, but they look at it differently. The first sentence, for 3 years, is telling you the length, the duration, how much time has passed. The second sentence, since 2022, is telling you the starting point, the moment when it began. That is the entire rule, and everything else in this lesson is just that rule applied to different situations. For answers, how long? Since answers, starting when? That's it. Write that down if you need to. Stick it on your wall. It is that important. Let's spend some time on for first, because it is the more flexible of the two words. For is followed by a duration, an amount of time, something you can measure. I have lived here for 3 years. Oh, she has been waiting for 20 minutes. We have been friends for a long time. He has worked at that company for almost a decade. Look at what comes after for in each sentence. 3 years, 20 minutes, a long time, almost a decade. These are all measurements. They tell you how much time has passed. Here is a quick test you can use whenever you are unsure. Ask yourself, can I put a number in front of this time expression? 3 years, yes, there's already a number there. Check 20 minutes, yes. Check a long time. It's vague, but it's still a duration, a length. Check Monday. No, Monday is not a length of time. You can't say 2 Mondays in this context. Cross 2022. No, that's a year, a point in time, not a measurement. Cross. If the answer is yes, if it's a duration, a length, an amount, use for. And notice something else. For is not locked to one tense. You can say, I studied for 2 hours last night. I've been studying for 2 hours. I will study for 2 hours. For works across tenses because duration exists in any time frame. That flexibility is actually what makes for the easier word to learn. Now since. And this one has an important restriction that for doesn't have. Since is followed by a specific moment, the point in time when something started. And crucially, that thing is still happening now. I have lived here since 2022. She has been waiting since 3 o'clock. We have been friends since university. He has worked there since the company was founded. since 2022, since 3 o'clock, since university, since the company was founded. All of these are moments in specific points on a timeline, not lengths of time. Now here is the restriction I mentioned, since almost always appears with the present perfect tense. Have lived, has been waiting, have been friends. This is not a coincidence, and understanding why will help you remember it. The present perfect tense is used for actions that started in the past and are still connected to the present. Still true now. Still ongoing. Since does the same thing. It points back to when something started and implies it is still continuing. They belong together naturally. This means you will almost never say, I lived here since 2022. That uses simple past, which implies it's finished, it's done. But since implies it's still happening. So you need present perfect. I have lived here since 2022. This is one of the reasons since feels harder to use than for. It is tied to a specific tense in a way that for is not. Let's look at the same situations expressed both ways so you can see the difference clearly. Anna moved to the city in 2022. It's now 2025. For Anna has lived in the city for 4 years. Since Anna has lived in the city since 2022. The meeting started at 2 p.m. It's now 4 p.m. 4. The meeting has been going on for 2 hours. Since the meeting has been going on since 2 o'clock. They became friends in school. They are still friends. For they have been friends for many years. Since they have been friends since they were in school. Same situation every time, 2 different angles. For measures the length. Since names the starting point. Notice also you can often calculate one from the other. Or if the meeting started at 2 p.m. and it's now 4 p.m., then since 2 o'clock and for 2 hours are 2 ways of saying the same thing. Native speakers choose based on which piece of information they have or which they want to emphasize. Now, let's do some practice. I'll give you a sentence with a gap. Pause the video if you want to think about it. Then I'll give you the answer and explain why. I have known her. 10 years. Is 10 years a duration or a starting point? It's a duration, a measurement of time. So, 4. I have known her for 10 years. He has been sick. Monday. Is Monday a duration or a starting point? It's a moment at the day when the sickness began. So, since. He has been sick since Monday. They have been married. A very long time. Of a very long time. Vague, but it's still a length, a duration. So, 4. They have been married for a very long time. She has been studying English. She was a child. She was a child. That's a moment in the past, a starting point. So, since. She has been studying English since she was a child. We have been waiting. almost an hour. Almost an hour, a duration 4. We have been waiting for almost an hour. Good. Let's close with the rule one final time. For equals how long? It is followed by a duration. It works in any tense. Since equals when it started. It is followed by a moment in time. It almost always uses present perfect. Both words describe something that began in the past. The difference is simply how you are looking at it, from the length or from the starting point. When you're unsure, ask yourself one question. Am I saying how long? Or am I saying when it started? That question will give you the right answer every time. See you in the next one.